Here at Queens of the Roundtable, we know that every great adventure deserves a little magic, and that's why we're thrilled to be sponsored by Wana, North America's most trusted edibles brand. Whether you're rolling dice or rolling high, Wana's premium vegan, melt-proof edibles are crafted to elevate your experience. Their innovative terpene-enhanced recipes offer precise CBD to THC ratios, so you get the perfect balance of relaxation and euphoria, because not all edibles are created equal. My personal favorite, the Wana Quick Strawberry Margarita, a fast-acting edible that kicks in within 5 to 15 minutes, giving you the smooth social feel of smoking, but with a new kind of happy hour, one without the hangover. As a woman-led, Boulder-based company, Wana isn't just about great edibles. They're about enhancing lives and supporting the LGBTQ+ community. So whether you're slaying dragons or just unwinding after a long rest, love who you wanna, be who you wanna, and game how you wanna. Ready to level up? Visit Wana today and keep hope high. Welcome back to Queens of the Roundtable, your favorite Dungeons & Dragons and Drag Oh My podcast and video series on all your favorite streaming platforms. We are back with our second to last episode of this first ever season and campaign. It's our Sword of Women campaign because they're sort of women and sort of adventurers. Ooh, there's a joke in there. If you haven't found it already, you got 2 more episodes to figure it out.
Took me a while.
But we have our amazing cast of local Denver girls. Local Denver girls, say hi.
Hi.
Hello. And let's go around and introduce each one. Starting with Patty.
Oh my god, hi, hello, how are you? I cannot wait to see what these girls came up with their intros because mine's not very good.
Nini, Coco.
All right, so everybody do it with me. Put a finger down if you've ever been 13 years old and pretended to kiss with a door frame. Did y'all never practice kissing?
Not on a door frame.
What did you practice
Your
on?
hand
Your
or like your
hand?
arm.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So weird.
Girl, I practiced kissing on a girl.
Oh my god.
We have Banana Splits.
Hi, I went to Annoying Town and they knew all of these bitches.
And Raquelle Schelle.
I just got a haircut without asking my mom, and now I feel really, really cool.
You look cool.
Thank you.
And I'm your beautiful and wonderful and amazing and never before seen and talented and humble Dungeon Master, Dr. Zackarina Jenny Howe. Where we last left off, we were mid-battle. There was a lot going on. There was some heating of metals. There were some arrows into thighs and shoulders and chests. Pyra was kind of taking a bit of a licking because she was the first one to go up. And then everybody kind of piled onto her. They're here at the entrance of the Ivory Court, kind of main fortress, and they know from Shadowmaster Illyria that they need to break that spell barrier, that row of crystals that's blocking the entrance, not only for them to get in, but for the kind of ward around the entire fortress to be broken for all groups to get in to the castle and the fortress. So on the battlefield, we've got all of our players. We've got some amazing guests like Shrivel, with Shrivel's little person piece as well. We have Urch, Pyra's little companion as well. We've got Kaylin, we've got Orin, and we have Captain Elra. Some interesting family dynamics since, as we know, Captain Elra is Orin's mother, Nebo baby. But we left off actually with Coralia's turn in initiative order in combat, where she kind of was able to look out into the field, seeing that the field in kind of this main area has some dew, has some mud, has some water, and upon looking into a puddle, she does see a vision of her dad start to appear as he communicates with her, saying, "Coralia, you better not fuck this up." And that's exactly where we left off. So, Coralia, what's going on? What are you going to do? What's your thoughts?
Well, I'm kind of gagged because I'm like, we're in the middle of something. Of course, my dad's got to ruin something else, showing up when he shouldn't be. But I'm like, I look down at the puddle, and I'm like, fuck what up, Dad? What are you talking about?
He laughs to himself a little bit and goes, "Lean in a little closer."
Oh, I don't know if I trust all that.
We're all in the middle of battle?
So, okay, well, I have my bow ready, and I like lean in a little
You're gonna
bit.
shoot a puddle?
Girl, you don't know what's gonna happen. He could burst out of there.
Yeah.
That'd be wild. He does not burst out of there. That would be wild. Your dad burst out of the. Your dad, kind of in more of a hushed whisper tone, because yes, there is a whole battle going on, but also there are a lot of people around you based off of where you're at, kind of right behind everybody. But he goes, "Look, I don't know whose side you're on, but if you can come out on top, that's gonna finally help us. You can finally be the daughter I've always wanted if you can get control over Eldoria." He starts getting giddy. "Man, if we control the water, if we've got steak on land, oh, we're gonna be eating prime rib every damn night. So you better get your ass back in there and actually shoot that fucking arrow." And he dissolves back out of the puddle.
Not my dad cocking my teeth. That's crazy.
You better shoot that arrow because he knows you missed the first one.
So that happens very quickly in an instance, and
I love the idea of everyone fighting, and I'm just in a corner talking to a puddle.
Think of what's in there.
Hey,
with an arrow pull.
yeah, I'm fully like bleeding out over here.
I'm
I'm
like, what are you talking about? To a puddle?
She's lost it, Your Honor.
Which brings us back in initiative to Pyra, right?
Oh!
The first person who got to go and is finally
And get her
back
shit wet.
in it.
all right, so I'm.
She was the first in initiative?
Yeah.
No, she
I-
wasn't first.
first
She
in
was
attack.
the first to attack, and then she ended up getting last in initiative.
Yes.
Oh, first in the polls, last in the voting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm really taking damage over here. So I'm starting to say I need to think of something new. So my question is there any kind of resource around me or any kind of is there something around me that could help me potentially to either gather, or is there something on these two armored men that are flanking me that I should know about them that I could find a weak spot in?
Ooh, okay. I'll have you roll an investigation check first for kind of the entire environment and setting of the fortress to see if there's anything that you spot.
Okay. Nat 1.
Whoa.
So let's just move on. I don't even want to hear it.
There's nothing specific that you see with a nat 1. With a nat 1, you see everything that you already see, which is that there's stone everywhere. There is wood on the top of all the flooring of kind of the walkways. But that's it. Also, you see that the wooden barricade in front of the crystals is also wood.
Period. So there's nature, there's wood and stone. Thank you so
Girl,
much.
set them
Lots
up.
of wood is stone. But now let's do an investigation check to see about the people around you.
All right. We got a 9 plus 4, so we're 13.
So when looking at both of them, you can see, kind of similar to Captain Elra, there are certain cracks in their armor that are specifically really low to the ground. So in between, like, the back of their knee, right kind of on joints is where there's kind of opportunities for that. You also see that they're also wearing this iron armor that could be utilized, for example, like Blisster did with like the heating of it. But you recognize with that, you recognize the type of steel, which is it's not the strongest, and can be shaped and molded when heat and large amounts of pressure are applied to it. You recognize it because you've worked with that kind of steel before. So you know that that's the kind of stuff that you could forge and mold when that heat is applied.
Oh. Super fierce.
I sounded so disappointed, but then with
I thought she like cracked the code. I immediately that she said super fear.
You've heard of Sasha Fierce, now get ready for
super fierce.
So, with that very valuable knowledge that I just found, I think, to me, thinking out loud here, knowing that everything is wood is flammable. Is that correct?
Wood is very flammable.
Wood is flammable. What is so funny over here?
Do we not have bits? I'm setting you the bit, please.
Well, I didn't know what was happening. She's giggling.
We're singing a little song.
Oh. Okay. And I now know that I can mold and forge kind of the armor because it's so weak in that sense. Can I do something interesting?
I don't know.
We're all
can I do something?
So is the armor that Bliss is wearing also this same moldable armor?
Totally.
You want to take it?
I don't want to take it. I just would wonder if there's some way that I could utilize your armor, but you're kind of unnoticed right now, so I'm not gonna.
Well,
Not
you
gonna
can
mess
take
with
it from me, and then they would be like, they'd still not think I was evil. If you steal my armor, they'd just think like you're normal.
I don't think
Normal.
I don't think I want to take it from you.
Okay.
I think since these two people are kind of in the same range, I think as an artificer, I'm gonna use one of my very special skills, which is known as. It's a cantrip known as Firebolt.
Okay.
It hurls a multiplier at a creature or an object within range. And I'm going to actually shoot both towards the two people that are directly in front of me, but I'm also going to aim directly at this wooden kind of decking that's up at the top. So my intent is to hit both the people, but I'm really aiming for the wooden deck up at the top.
Love that. What is like damage look like with that spell? Is it
So
anything that these people need a spell save rule for?
And we're level 5, by the way?
Yep.
Okay, so it actually, damage increases by 1d10 when you reach level 5. Okay, so it'll be 2d10 of damage.
Fierce.
Is that right?
What's their save? Attack, con save. Penalty.
Oh, they don't make a save. Oh, so it's just an automatic?
It's just automatic.
Oh, wow. Fierce. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So describe what it kind of looks like with this molten fire that you're using on them.
Yeah, so it's very lava, magma inspired. Sickening supply of magma. Okay.
It is an inside joke, but now it's an outside joke.
Yes.
But with no context.
And it's a magma that reminds me of my home in Spire, because Spire was powered by this like magma that we were able to channel through the city. And so that I draw upon that knowledge of like my growing up in the ruins of Spire, and I remember what that magma looked like, how it flowed, and I imagine that, and as I shoot my arms out, that exact shape of magma and the exact specific movement that it did directly goes out towards them, coating their armor, but shooting straight for that wooden platform up above.
I love it. Roll the damage for them, so we can see how what.
Oh, 2d10. Again. It's this girl. First is a 3. Second is a 4. So that's 7 for the first gentle woman or man.
Gentle.
Second roll is 4. And 1. 5. Is this fellow, it was a range of 120 feet. Is this fellow also in consideration of being...
I'm going to have you do an arcane check, and if you get DC 13 or higher, then I'll give it to you.
You got this, Pyra.
All right. Perfect. We got a 14 with my...
Period. Roll that damage.
All right. Guys, I'm taking out 3 dishes at once. So we got a 6 plus 3, 9.
Whoa.
And I'm fired up. Literally and figuratively, because I'm getting fucked over here. But also, I'm using fire damage.
Literally, figuratively getting fucked. Literally, figuratively on fire.
Yeah.
This molten lava kind of shoots out of you. It hits both of these guys right next to you, giving not only damage as it seeps into those cracks that you've identified along their armor, but also weakening the armor as it kind of slides off. Something that you know that actually you don't know yet. I'm gonna have you roll.
Do we want to just go back? No.
Nature check.
Nature check. Okay, I have a +4 in nature. And what is there a DC or just go for it? 4, I get an 8.
With that nature check, you know that as that molten is kind of like covering their armor, that other hits or bludgeons to it would complete
create new shapes forming into it. It would actually change the shape of armor because it is weakened by it.
I'm like a pottery class now.
Very, very ghost. Ghosting the armor of the Ivory Court. You shoot that magma out. You hear the shrieks coming from both of these two people in front of you, as well as the person up top as the magma shoots up and hits them. I'm also gonna say that with the arcane roll when it came to magma, when it goes up there, that magma hits the wood on top of the steps and starts to set this left side on fire. So as the fire starts to break out, not only is the main guard up here affected by that magma, but they start screaming and starting to run down the stairs to get off. And I'm gonna have them roll to see if they safely make it down the stairs or if they fall and if they're taking fall damage. They do safely make it down the stairs. So they make it down the stairs, but there's a fire that is starting here on this side, and you see it starting to make its way going through this wood, going around. For now, it's stopping kind of at the start of this initiative turn right in front of this fortress. So this entire left side is in flames.
That was a good move, girl.
Thanks. That was fierce.
That was fear. You were like, I'm gonna do something interesting. You really did.
And she did. Which brings us back to the top of the...
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
Clock it.
My little steel defender would have something to say about that.
tell me what Urchy does.
Yeah, you better sit down, Miss DM. Okay. So Urch just kind of cheers me on and we move. No, I would like my Urch diva, my little Urch diva, to at least run forward up towards me, and I actually think I would like them to I would like to have them head toward, should I have them head towards the side in flames or the side that's not currently in flames?
Probably the side not currently in flames.
Okay. I think I would like to have them head towards the upper deck of the side that is not currently in flame.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go 40 feet, 5.
What are you yelling to, like, tell Urch, or, like, how are you communicating that with,
I go, hey, yo!
Oh.
And he knows what that means. It means to get a move on and go to the left.
It's like appa yep yeah.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
yo.
hey yo, hey yo, spiky spiky, and spiky spiky just means good luck.
it's like...
It's like, but while we were doing like 29, 37, 3, and she says, hey, yo, spiky,
15,
spiky.
20, 25, 30. How do I get up here?
I would have you roll a acrobatics check for Urch to get up that hill, because since it's kind of destroyed, it's a little less stable.
Got it.
So what's Urch's dexterity modifier?
12 plus 1.
So then we'll do a acrobatic check with a +1 on it.
17, 18.
Nice. Urch,
Period, Urch.
using those, different tendrils and kind of claws, kind of like a sea urchin, is able to spike into the ground as he makes his way. He, they, she,
All of the above.
any pronouns, makes his way up onto the top deck over there.
Okay. And then can I still attack in this moment?
Yeah, you could.
Okay. Melee attack?
He would have to be
right next to it.
person, and I'm gonna say that would be more movement. So he'll have to end his turn up there. But
Got it.
if he has like ranged attack or anything like that,
No,
period.
not that I know of.
I love it. We continue forward with Kaylin and Oren. We're gonna start with Oren going 1v1 this dude right in front of him. He is going to put both hands on his sword to try to hit harder and use even more force to try to make this attack.
Something that's confusing me. I went before they did last time.
Yeah, is it not Bliss's?
Oh my god, I'm totally lying. It is you.
Okay.
It is you. Yeah. My bad. My paper covered Bliss. We move over to Bliss.
She's like, I haven't been listening this entire time. I've been waiting for my moment.
Well, I have been listening, but I've also been like, I'm so excited to play. I love playing. Okay,
So because I don't want to give up concentration on my heat metal, I am just gonna re-roll that damage. So it's another 3d8 on Miss. What's her name?
Captain Elra.
Captain Elra.
Earl, let me just help you.
No, I need to learn. I need to be punished for my sins.
Okay, that's 5.
2, 4. So that's 11 damage.
And that's just a bonus action.
Baby.
And then because I don't want to give up concentration, I can't do another spell, right? So I only can do like an attack. So I am gonna just use my microphone that I'm holding and try to bludgeon the guard in front of me.
Gotcha.
Do I have to move like around the rock,
You just need to get into the next square.
like here?
yeah.
Okay.
What if you even got a little farther closer, or do you think that's a bad idea?
Well, I could do this.
Or would he still have to attack first if she passes?
Can you help me? No, you have to learn. Well,
I'm gonna say that because you're coming right into him rather than like trying to go around him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's not necessarily an opportunity attack, but you are in his area where
Yeah.
he might get you.
that's okay. So I go to attack him, and what I need to do is I need to roll damage. I make an attack roll, and on a hit. So what do I? So I just roll, and
Yeah.
if I beat their armor class.
Yep.
Okay. What's the armor class?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay, I have a 12.
And I'm gonna say you have a +2 bonus attack, or do you have unarmed strike? What your bonus is to that, or anything like that?
Unarmed strike, but it is armed. It's a microphone.
Yeah, but it does.
Some
unarmed
dogs.
strike have a proficiency bonus.
No.
We'll say that you get a plus.
Oh, it's +3.
3, then we'll say it's a +5 proficiency bonus with the mic.
Okay.
So your attack roll +5.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't remember what it was.
You got.
I don't remember what it was.
It was 5 + 2 + 4.
It was a 12. It was a 12.
No, I think you rolled a 12.
It was a. I rolled a 12, so
A
12
12 +5.
So it's a 17.
It does hit.
Okay, period. So now I roll my attack, and the damage is 1 plus my strength bludgeoning. That's just what it says.
for the unarmed strike?
I make an attack roll, and on a hit, I deal 1 plus strength.
Your strength
Yeah.
modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay. It would be the +1 number, like +1, +2, +3,
At the bottom or top.
not the full number. So you would do like 3 points of damage.
Oh, it's just 0.
So you do 1 point of damage.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
Because like an unarmed strike is like a 1d4, for example.
I don't wanna do that.
They're pretty weak.
I'm gonna go backwards in time. I don't want to do that. I thought it was gonna be the 10.
No, yeah.
Why would it be the 0? That's booger. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's stupid. Okay, my bonus action is my bonus action, and my new action is gonna be a spell, and I'm just gonna give up concentration. Cause yeah. And my spell is going to be a Tasha's Hideous Laughter, which I cast on the guard right in front of me.
Fun.
And he has to make a wisdom save for 14s.
He does not succeed.
Okay.
Else.
So he is laughing uncontrollably and is prone and can't end it on himself. So somebody else has to end it for him.
And how does that get ended?
It just says he can't do it. He takes damage at the end of each turn. It takes damage. If it takes damage, it makes another wisdom saving throw. So it's incapacitated and prone,
Love.
and it doesn't say how it gets out of prone.
If you want to knock him over where he's like kind of prone, how do you cast this Tasha's Hideous Laughter?
So I go up and I'm like, I'm gonna hit you with an unarmed strike. And so I grab my microphone and I swing at him and I go, just kidding. It was a joke. And then he laughs.
And for some reason, obviously with the spell enhancing it, that is the funniest thing on earth to this guy. So he keels over. It's just crying, laughing, like belly laughing so hard that it's kind of like it's just like truly uncontrollable laughter as he is incapacitated in this moment. But as you do that, Captain Elra, the heat starts to evaporate from her necklace as she is able to regain kind of her sensibility and stop taking that damage after the concentration is broken. Does Shrivel do anything in this moment?
Yes. Shrivel runs. What is Shrivel's movement?
I'm going to say Shrivel's is 60.
Period. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. She gets onto this little potion cauldron and takes a sip.
Period.
What if it's poison?
I don't know. It looks magical.
Let's have you roll a Constitution saving throw for Shrivel, and that she has a +1.
Okay. So not mine. That's a 3. So she is 4. She got a 4.
In this moment, she hops onto the pot and kind of having the same thought process as you, goes to try to take a sip and think, oh my god, is this magical? What's going to happen? She does reach her face in and lose her footing. Her tail wraps around the edges to make sure that she does not become boiled alive. But she is kind of stuck fighting with this pot as she is kind of floating on top of the liquid that is actively being boiled.
And I turn to her and I go, Shrivel, why did you do that?
So she's your naughty girl.
I love. So that ends Bliss's turn, rightfully so, in the initiative order, which then brings us into Kaylin and Oren. Kaylin and Oren, as mentioned before, Oren starts to take a strike right in front of the dude at him, two-handed to try and deal larger damage, and it does hit. So he takes that sword, slashes it over his shoulder to do, hopefully, a considerable amount of damage. Yes, a solid amount of damage, knocking him, the person in front, you can tell he is bloodied. He has been, he's got magma on him, all of that. So he takes this slash, and as it goes through, it not only hits open areas that aren't protected by the armor, but does make contact with the armor that has the molten magma on it, which I'm going to say not only cracks his armor open to where that chest plate just completely gets sliced in half, lowering his AC. I'm going to say that it does a little bit more damage to see how so. And so it's going to do 3 more points of damage on top of the 12 points already. So that's going to be 15 more points of damage. This dude is fucked up. He's getting his shit rocked. Yeah. It's like, Kaylin, on the other hand, is going to bless you.
Sorry.
Is going to
She's now sneezing in the puddle.
just still focus on the puddle.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Kaylin move around Bliss 30 feet to closer to Captain Elra.
25.
This is crazy.
This was his 30.
Perfect. And kind of right across from Captain Elra, she finally kind of sees with his cloaks and ropes that it is somebody of the Obsidian Syndicate. So she recognizes this, and you see her face shift from the pain that she was experiencing into her locking in as she realizes, holy shit, the Obsidian Syndicate is attacking us right now.
You're dumb as hell. What did you did this back earlier?
Well, she was getting her shit burned and they got a fucking thing in the leg. So she knew that they were getting attacked, did not know, who exactly.
She thought it was Robin Hood. That's crazy.
Well, Eldori has a lot of people.
We'll blame it on the fish.
He's gonna, Kaylin is going to do another short bow, and it is going to hit, and he is gonna do 7 points of damage on Captain Elra. So, he kind of locks and loads that short bow or the crossbow super efficiently as he runs past Blisster, kind of hiding in the shadows, leveraging his skills and his kind of sly cunningness that is about him. Moves very swiftly through and pulls that arrow, and it hits Captain Elra again right in one of those open areas between the armor. It does a solid amount of damage, and kind of Kaylin looks at her and says, "We're not trying to hurt you. We're not trying to hurt anybody, but you need to let us in right now." And that's going to be the end of his turn as the guards start to take action. So all of the guards, there's a couple of guards that are doing different things. So we've got this guy that has just run around. We've got our 2 guards down there. He's incapacitated. He's up here with Urch. So the one up here with Urch is going to shoot an arrow at Urch to try, as he sees it crawling up the side.
Rude.
He's going to roll a 16.
Yeah, armor class is 15.
Okay.
Cutting words.
Okay, tell me more.
That's a reaction. And basically cutting words means that you subtract a certain amount of can I see this person?
Yes.
And are they within 60 feet of me?
Yep.
Okay. So I make I use one of my bardic inspiration dies and subtract the number from that roll.
Okay.
So my bardic inspiration is a D8.
So I think we just need 2.
So I subtract 3 from that roll.
And it does not hit then. Yes! So he pulls a longbow.
Inside joke alert.
Drag race joke alert.
Everybody hands in.
He pulls back a longbow, seeing this little urchin crawl up the side, and kind of bewildered by it, misses as that arrow gets sent flying. The 2 guys in front, one's going to go back for Oren, the other's going to go for you, Pyra, to hit with their longsword. They're matching that similar style, putting 2 hands now on the sword to slash into you.
And just for the record, my cutting words, I say, don't mess with Urch.
Or you'll get the
birch.
He hears that as he's shooting, and that, in addition to kind of the frazzleness of seeing it pop up, he kind of, what? And that's what causes him to miss with that arrow.
Is one of us.
Urch is a girl's girl. Urch is a girl's down.
This little disc. She turns it out on the part.
Girl, you do not want to see her fuck up some work you down.
Oh my God.
She walks to the front, she goes, heads or tails. She just starts flipping.
Girl, she's just rolling.
She's the queen of flips.
She's a flipping disc.
She's a flipping disc with tentacles.
Oh my gosh. So in that moment, again, they're going to attack. The one going for Oren swings, and Oren does evade it, moving slightly to the side. He's incredibly wounded, so he's exhausted. The one in front of you, Pyra, is going to swing and roll an 11 to hit.
And it does hit me.
So then they're going to roll their damage, which is a
Ouchie.
little bit stronger now. You're going to take 10 points of damage.
Oh my goodness, girls. Okay, so we are at 12.
Pack it up.
Pack it up. I'm going to give away all my skills. I'm out.
You just kill yourself.
Yeah. That's my final act.
He loves me not. Scales. Oh, and then this little guy is going to come over here next to Captain Elra to help out and support. After both of their attacks, I'm going to have both of these guys actually retreat back a little bit, but that means that you will have an opportunity to attack. So this little diva is going to come back closer to the barrier, around here, and if you can grab the one in front of Oren and bring him back behind. Yeah, perfect. So they're all retreating. You're gonna roll if you want to do a physical attack on the dude leaving, because he hits you and then turns 180 and starts kind of running away.
Okay.
So you can take an opportunity.
And I also, it says I have attacks per action too.
Ooh. Okay.
Is that? It just says attacks per action too. Does that mean I can do 2 attacks instead of the spell?
Attack twice.
So I've always been doing my magic because I'm really trying to exercise that skill. But yeah, let's go ahead and just do a double attack.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, where did he go again?
He just at this point he is just turned away from you,
away.
and you're gonna take those attacks and before he runs away.
I know they say don't take the arrows out of your own body, but
Classic phrase.
Can I?
Always so
Take the
But they just say like if you're stabbed, you're not actually supposed to pull,
remove it.
remove it from your body. But I'm already on the verge of death, and I'm so enraged that I just rip the 2 arrows that are in my skin, pull them out, and I don't even get my crossbow. I just fling them directly towards him
Fierce.
in a rage.
I am going to give you a point of inspiration for that, meaning you can do any reroll at any point one time.
Okay.
So that's something that you can have for yourself, because that is pussy of just pulling them out, launching them forward. I'm going to say that both of those, the force and energy that is aiding. Queen mixes blood. That was a glitch. You guys smell burnt toast. So you're gonna do those as if they were longbow or crossbow attacks. So
Got
as
it.
if they're ranged attacks.
Yeah, I have a light crossbow that does a hit of +3.
So you'll roll to
it's-
see if you hit, and you'll roll twice and add 3 to each one to see
Okay.
if each arrow goes into.
And then it says damage type is 1d8 of piercing.
Yep. Yes, and you'll roll a d8 if it hits.
So my d20.
Yep.
I got an 11 +3, 14.
Okay. And then what's the second one?
19 +3. We're at 22.
That second one hits. The first one misses by just a little bit.
Okay.
And then now you'll roll your 1d8.
1d8 is this girl. Neil.
Listen, long nails, y'all.
Yeah.
This is a difficult task for everybody.
4.
Period. Okay, so as your guy kind of runs and turns away, you pull those arrows out. You send one, it misses just slightly. You lock it and you send that other one flying. It hits him square in the back. And I'm gonna have him do a Constitution saving throw to see if that arrow hitting him in the back as he's running away knocks him over or not. We're gonna bring back out the Zackarina.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna say if he's gonna have a Constitution modifier +1. If he gets above a DC 14, he doesn't get knocked over. Anything lower than a DC 14, he's gonna get knocked over. So another show-stopping roll brought to you by Wana. He rolls a 16, so it doesn't knock him over.
That's okay.
But it does put an arrow through his back, wounding him further as he retreats. As you do that, Orin next to you kind of gasps. It's very gay gasp, but like, to which he tries to do the exact same thing.
Fear.
So we're gonna have him roll to see.
Very follow the leader.
Yeah.
Very much.
He seems like all along he's kind of always kind of taking the lead of the people around him.
Yeah.
You know what?
Very much. He is able to do the exact same thing. So he pulls it out. He screams really loud. He does not have the adrenaline and endorphins that are going.
Is
to
it
you.
feminine, masculine? Where's the scream?
It is like a high C. It is a whistle tone. Shrivel hears it even through the liquid that's like boiling in a little bit.
Her ears perk up and that motion flips her out of
Absolutely. It's like it kind of that like voice of God kind of re-wakes her up. If she's like, that's God telling me I need to get my ass up.
out of the cauldron.
So she is going to be able to get out of the cauldron a little bit, but she is
The high C.
that's what wakes her up. She's like, bitch, they need to be signed. We need to sign them to a show. That's what she's thinking about. Always.
Her producer.
Always
Grace.
That's always on.
Girl, she's like, this is Emmy worthy. She's like, this is where we get the Emmy. So he does that, and I'm gonna have him roll for the damage that he's gonna do on his diva, who is pretty fucked up. He's going to send it through with a level of force that goes right into the back of the dude's neck.
Oh.
The arrow, you can see if you're on the side, goes through his neck as when he's running back, he falls to the ground.
Bye, Pookie.
And we all go,
Dead.
wait, no, we didn't want to kill though, did we? Oh, well, okay.
Hey, we technically did not. Orin did the killing.
Orin, you're a murderer!
And his mother just watched it.
Oh my god, he, upon hearing Blisster say, Orin, you're a murderer, you see...
No, you're killing him.
Goes from like excitement of like, oh my god, Pyra and I just did this cool thing to absolute fear and panic. He is gonna start running, but just into the metal, into a panic. You can move him to that sewer grate area. He's just gonna be running up, kind of disoriented as he's moving.
Disoriented.
Which brings us to the end of our guards. Next person is Captain Elra. And she finally is at a place where she can see and hear what's going on after taking multiple shots from
Of Rumble.
She did 2 Rumble followed by Tequila. They were all free, her drink tickets. She not only sees Kaelin, but in this moment she sees Oren as he runs in this frenzy up. And you hear this shout that I can only describe of like a mother's fear of just pure raw emotions as she screams, "Oren, what are you doing?" And in the moment, Oren just freezes, stuck in place. She looks out. She finally can see all of you in the crowd as well. And you see confusion. You see fear. You see disappointment on her face as she goes, "What are you doing? Why would you do this? What makes you think that they're ever going to support you?" She?
Who's they?
The Obsidian Syndicate.
Oh, okay, got it.
Because she knows it's the Obsidian Syndicate because she saw Kaelin first.
I see.
And then sees everybody else. But she's yelling at you, asking, why are you guys doing this? Why would you team up with them? She is going to roll and shoot an arrow at Kaelin in this moment with just kind of a bit of panic. So I'm going to give her a disadvantage on this roll because she is kind of freaking out.
Someone from hell. Or wait.
Mother-in-law.
Yeah, monster and
Mother-in-law.
Everybody on the count, we say mother-in-law. 1, 2, 3.
Mother-in-law.
Oh, how scary. In this moment, she pulls back her bow to take a shot at Kaelin and misses. As that arrow is moving directly down, Blisster is in the direct line. So Blisster, I'm gonna roll to see if this arrow hits.
Yeah. She's over there saying, mother-in-law. She was like, wait, that's a good melody. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law, mother-in-law.
That is so silly. Where'd that go? Oh, here we go. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
Oh, of course it is.
And so she's going to do some damage.
About time somebody else has
12 points of damage.
It's a lot of damage.
That was a lot, Robin.
That was a lot, Captain Elra.
Where are you at?
I'm at 26.
Oof.
In this moment,
You don't look it, though.
Oh.
You look younger.
Turn 27.
so that arrow misses Kaelin, but then does hit Blisster as Captain Elra's continued is still stunned and shocked and trying to understand what's going on. Seeing her son fighting alongside these enemies, she is slightly distraught, which moves us into Sylvera's turn next.
Hey, girl. So, I'm right off the bat. There's a lot going on. So, I'm just like, I'm going to try to get to the barrier because I'm already weakened a little bit and I can't fight all these people. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Fly.
Fear.
This is a concentration, so this is the only, I can only cast this. I can't cast any other spells until, unless I want to break that. And it lasts up to 10 minutes. So, I cast that and it's very wicked. It's Elikanamin, Ektuaktu, Elikanamin. Yeah.
Okay, Lyra.
Thanks.
Okay.
And I start lifting off the ground, and that also gives me. I'm still able to move, right?
Yeah.
Is that cool? So it gives me 60 feet. 60 feet of movement.
So you were here.
Yeah. So 5, 10,
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Okay, so I'm right at the gate.
Yeah, bitch.
But I don't go down yet. I'm hovering. I'm flying. But I'm gonna put me down because she's heavy. Made of plastic. I know, but she's stuck to my glove.
So she's floating right above
She's
the.
floating above
She's
it.
floating right above it.
What are those things called?
Mages.
She's up here, like at the top of these little towers.
She's above.
But
She's about.
before she goes back down, she turns really fast and says, "Stop!"
Yes.
I'm giving you guys one more chance to put down your weapons. We don't want to hurt anyone else. Just let us through the barrier. And then I want to check what the reaction is.
So you start off, period. Y'all are eating. So you start off quoting the Grimoire of the Wicked moment. As you go up, what's kind of the energy that you're bringing to that? Is it very alpha?
It's very alphabet. My dress now has a giant train out of that cloak. And I'm just flying towards there, and it's flying behind me in the wind. It looks like someone used gust of wind because I'm moving so fast, but no one used it yet.
It doesn't need to. I don't mean to.
I'm like,
So then when I have finally gotten to the barrier, I literally I turn and it flies behind me.
Ooh.
I love so it's kind of blocking these mages.
Yeah.
It's kind
Yeah.
sweet. I am in a very giving mood. I'm also going to give you a point of inspiration because I was pussies. We needed the Wicked, my friends. Full circle also from the musical episode when it started off with "They're wicked." So really fulfilling that prophecy. Everybody stops for a moment and is looking at you. You have garnered everybody's attention. Even the people that you cannot see are looking at you. I'm going to have you do a persuasion check. God. And here's what I'll say before you roll. If you get above a DC 15, everybody will be kind of listening to you, but still hesitant and reluctant. If you get below a DC 15, there's no effect. If you get above a DC 20 or above, I will say that they listen to you and stop fighting while you're speaking.
No pressure. I only have 2 for persuasion.
Okay.
Can I use a point of inspiration for anything, or is that?
To re-roll. So if it's something that you don't want, you can re-roll. So above a 15, and people will be listening to you, not necessarily fully committed. Above a 20, they will be listening.
Okay. So I have 18. Should I do it again?
If you want to use your point of inspiration.
I don't want to use it yet. I want them. I'm good with them just listening for now.
Okay. Period. Okay. So in this moment, there's a pause that breaks out over this battlefield. There's one person dead. The one dude who's dying of laughter, he is just kind of chuckling to himself. He's still laughing. You look like it's trying.
Sorry.
I look up from my puddle.
Still in the puddle.
Still in the puddle. And everybody is listening to you in this moment. You just shouted, we don't want to hurt anybody. We just want to get through. I'll say that we break initiative order right now. If there's anything else other people want to do or say, there's a pause on the battlefield.
Kill everyone now.
Well, clap.
Bro, use your microphone and make a statement.
Okay, period. So I grab my microphone and I cast prestidigitation. And can I just make my voice louder?
Yeah.
Cool.
And because she's already performed here, her microphone already, it's connects to the Bluetooth.
It does. Yeah.
Yes. And I say, you heard my sister. We are not here to hurt you. We are here to save this city. This city for so long has been under oppression. You are not our enemies. Our enemies are the ones who are telling you that we are to fight, that we are the ones that you need to fight. So lay down your weapons. Let's all work together and we can recreate this society. We can make something new.
Do you riff at all?
And I go, I'll give you option persuasion or performance check.
Always performance.
Is there a way that this can cast to all of Eldoria?
Yeah.
Could we somehow...
Where was the sound
The
system?
tablet, Diva.
Oh, yeah.
What if we somehow toss the tablet?
Initiative order's broken.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Do we want all of Eldoria to know this is
Yes.
happening?
We do.
Well, how am I going to get it to her?
Toss it to me.
Okay.
Just throw it.
Okay.
I use gust of wind.
I can just throw it. I'm going to throw it.
If you throw it, I'm gonna have you do a sleight of hand check for it.
Wait,
She has with Gus.
Can I help her with blow it over with gust of wind?
I will give advantage, but you have to describe what that looks like.
So I look up from my little puddle.
Oh, wait, before we go on with this, I want everyone to know my sleight of hand is -1. So do is it?
Yeah, girl.
Well, yeah, this is gonna help. I
Okay.
think, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're the one who has to do it.
Come on, girl.
You're
Okay,
holding the
sure.
tablet.
So I look up from my puddle and I see that she's gonna throw it, and so I'm like, oh my god, my gust of wind can help. And so I stand up ever so gracefully, and like it's very cinematic. But then I just start spinning around like a little helicopter, and then I like that.
Oh.
So so that it helps capture the tablet.
I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna let you. Actually, I'm gonna give you an option right now. Dealer's choice. You can either roll with advantage, or I'll let you change your sleight of hand to a +6.
I'm gonna change my sleight of hand then.
Okay.
Do
Okay.
you think that's the better option, or
Go for it, girl. Yeah.
because advantage just means I get to roll again?
Yep.
I'd rather do the +6. And when I'm throwing it, I'm not throwing just a tablet. I have it like in my little bag, and I'm gonna throw the bag.
The gem.
Yeah, because all the gems and everything are in it, and I don't want them to see the tablet. I'm just gonna throw the bag.
Okay. Scary.
I know, very scary. Okay, so I'm gonna change it to a +6 then. 17.
Period.
So tell me, describe what this throw looks like. You've got this gust of wind coming from Coralia.
So I see Bliss. We make eye contact. I say,
Yeah. Sister.
and so I take the bag, and I start twirling really fast. And my train is still super long, so I start looking like a cyclone in front of this thing with my giant train around me, and I just launch it right at Bliss.
And I reach up in the air. I grab it. I snatch it. It was like a perfect frisbee throw.
Absolutely.
And I grab that from the air. I have the tablet. I have the stones.
Yep.
I fushigi her hand for a little bit. And what I would actually like to do instead of prestidigitation is to do message, because I want this in everybody's mind. I want this to go to everybody, whether they can hear it or not. This is going to everybody, just in their head. So I take the amulet, I put it in the slot. I take a gem, I put it in the slot. Does anything happen, or do I just like get to do it?
The blue.
The glow from this gem that not only has all of these magical kind of powerful qualities to, it's a gem that you came here with.
Right.
As you look in, the tablet activates. You don't snap into a vision in the same way Sylvera does, but when you're looking into the gem, you see the kingdom that you came from. You see the collection of rats, the community that's still thriving. You see Mildew as he's there guiding all the rats, helping kind of set everything up, making sure that the show still goes on. You see community. You see the people who believed in you, who sent you here, who told you to come here so that you can be the star that you were meant to be.
Yeah.
As you're holding on, you see and feel the energy start to radiate off. It starts to fill your body, the warmth spreading throughout you. You're going to do an arcane check
Okay.
of a d20.
Oh. Wait, never mind. I thought you meant I had to hit a 20.
No, so nat 20 is going to give you a godlike power.
Yeah.
Anything above a 10, it's going to enhance. Below a 10, nothing happens. 1, there may be consequences.
Okay, and I have a +3 to this.
Well, sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
Can we please do something about this? Is there anything we can do?
My
Point of inspiration.
yeah. Am I allowed to give that or no?
I feel like this earned a point of inspiration. Just
I was so ready. I will allow, because it was such a great setup. And I'm determined for there to be at least a little bit of a word. I will allow you to transfer that point of inspiration.
I say, hey, sister, you really ate that catch? So let's go with the follow through. And I believe in you. You got this.
I've just never touched the tablet before. It's
I know.
Like familiar.
you guys are hoarding it the whole
I
time.
don't know how to do this very much.
And that's my bad, but I'm telling you, you got this, girl.
Okay, thank you. I believe that. Okay, it's a 14.
With,
That's the plus.
with plus. So what's the original spell of message?
So message basically is that I point towards a creature and I whisper a message. They hear the message and they can reply if they want to. So basically, I just I point to the tablet and I say this message to the tablet, hoping that it just amplifies to everybody.
Voice to text on a tablet.
Think to a microphone.
Text sent it to the entire school.
But do you have notifications on for if you get replies?
Yes, I want to hear if there are replies. If there's other people that are like, "We're with you, we hear you, we're on your side."
Does message have a limit for the amount of words?
No.
Okay.
A lot of words.
And with that 14, you are able to the first time it's something you just kind of get in the hang of it. Riding a bike, getting the wheels going. With that 14, you are able to speak directly into this tablet as you see this wave of that magenta, that glow of the crystals start to go out over the entire region, spacing out like a circle, going out in every direction as your message is heard by everybody. Kind of like a huge loudspeaker, but in everybody's heads. Immediately afterwards, the tablet starts to spit out and say people's responses back. It starts off very slow of what the hell, and but then slowly builds into like, oh my God, thank you. This is what we need. You start to hear voices of support. You do hear some people, are saying, no, it needs to be, the Ivory Court needs to stay in power. No, we need revolution. The voices coming out of the tablet start to, go from 5s, 10s, hundreds, thousands of voices are coming out of this tablet in this moment with you. But that message is heard by everybody, including everyone here and inside of the castle. I'm going to say that with that, all of the guards drop their weapons, except Captain Elra. Hold on a sec. You see her loosen up. There's a little bit less tension, but she does hang on to it. You see the mages turn their attention to the fire on the stairs and work to put that out and extinguish it rather than focusing on you all. And Captain Elra steps forward to you all as a group and says, look,
I'm back down. I'm on the ground again.
you're back down. Yeah. Okay. All here together.
She's slowly just like,
Yeah.
The cape. The
Starting to shrink.
She goes, look, I don't know what the right answer is, but that was a damn compelling speech. I will make sure that you all can get through. She turns around though and looks at the line of crystals and she goes, but even I can't break through that.
oh,
So it's going to take some type of spell, something to break through the magical ward to get you inside.
fog cloud.
And once you do that,
I'm not even
she hears Coralia say fog cloud and she goes, I guess.
Let's use fog cloud and let's use the tablet and let's use fog cloud in cloud the same from the Wi-Fi.
She does, she kind of in disbelief goes, wow, you guys had the tablet all along. She goes, hey, can't hate the player. I would have kept it a secret too if I were in y'all.
She's that chill about it?
You can tell
Well,
that
she's also like fucked up right now. She kind of has to
stuffed up and very inspired. Very inspired.
Lunging at people.
Lunge at her.
Does she bring up like the corn at all?
Captain,
Is this relevant to her still?
she's just kind of a person who follows orders, so she hasn't really had much of her own opinion, or that you all know of.
my mother like Sud.
Gag on that for sure.
Orin from the as he's wounded. But she kind of steps aside, letting you all kind of see directly, nobody blocking you. This line of crystals with this blue and purple glow emitting off of it. A glow that when you look closely, you can see covers the entire fortress.
Okay, so first thing I do is I turn to Pyra and I say, Pyra, I know that you're a good tinkerer. Can you download all of these messages that we just got and make sure that they stay on the tablet? I think this is a good representation of what this city needs. And we can use this to say this is what the people want. Can you do that?
Like an
I
external,
think I would. Yeah, totally.
Okay, so I hand you the tablet.
Sure.
an external drive in case there's too many on there. You
Yeah.
have it on the side.
Yeah, and I could also kind of use AI to kind of summarize the answers and
Yeah, it is.
all that kind of thing.
Period. So that'd be the tablet.
You do see Kalen roll his eyes at the AI. And he's like, but you getting the tablet, you kind of, in a flurry of fire breaths and tools coming off of your ears and things like that, you're working at it, you and create a hard drive that has all of the tablet information kind of downloaded off of it through different magical means, but also holding all of those there.
So fierce.
Thank you.
I was like, I haven't seen one of these in years.
USB. Yeah.
No, it's a floppy disk.
So now you're holding the tablet.
Okay, so now I'm holding the tablet. So what should I do with that?
We gotta open that thing. She says that.
Oh, we're gonna do fog cloud? Sure. Hand it over here, sister.
So I flip it like a coin.
And I catch it
Like a coin.
like a coin. And I go, tails. Fishtail. Hey.
Oh, fun.
So I have like the little tablet or whatever, and I'm gonna do fog cloud.
Oh, we all standing in front of the thing.
Yeah. So we're in front of the thing.
Let's all like put our shoulders on Coralia's shoulders.
So
while
I
she's
take.
doing this, so she really feels encouraged.
Do you feel encouraged?
I feel so
Feel the power,
encouraged.
sister.
So I put the little like amulet thing, and I go. I take a sip of water. And the fog cloud occurs.
I love it. I'm gonna, because you have your sister supporting you, I'm gonna let you roll with advantage. You're gonna have to do an arcane check. Again, same rules apply. 1 catastrophic, 20 godlike, anywhere in between.
That's Arcana.
Yep.
I'm -1 on that one.
That's okay.
You get it. You get another.
I mean, this is only your second gem. You all have a lot of gems too.
So I'm at a 9.
Nothing happens, so you just made a fog cloud. It
Oh wait,
was-
didn't you get a roll with advantage because we're?
Oh, period.
Come on, girl.
You got it. You got it.
So we are at a 15.
15. Okay. So you take the tablet, and as the gem snaps into place, as the amulet snaps into place, you feel this glow. And although you don't necessarily see like visions like Mill, or you don't see visions of like a parent or things like that, there's this energy, this kind of ebb and flow that the gem starts to oscillate with, and you feel calmed by it, knowing that it reflects the water in the ocean, something that you haven't had time to really return to, that you've been avoiding. It brings this homesick feeling to you, but also this nostalgia, this love for something that's a part of you. The energy starts to radiate like waves crashing in and out of your body as the energy builds up. And as that fog cloud goes out, it is much bigger than any fog cloud that you all have ever seen Coralia do or anybody do. As the cloud expands, not only hitting those crystals right at the front, but expanding over the entire fortress. Like, lack of better words, the bubbles at restaurants when they put them over a drink and then you pop it. It's like very much one of those, but cool. And it
Those are cool.
are cool. Hey, $70 for a whiskey, but I don't drink whiskey. I don't know why I said that. It covers the entire fortress, and as that fog cloud reaches kind of every last edge of it, it starts to disrupt the crystal signal. You start to see the flickers of that ward that you had seen kind of glowing off the castle flicker and flicker off in different places.
Hardly know her.
Huh? And as time progresses, you see that the flicker starts to fade everywhere in the castle as the crystals in front completely vanish.
Z knew it was fog cloud, girl.
Great.
Actually, I didn't know you.
What is the answer? You all have.
Guys, I've been saying fog cloud.
This is a full circle moment. As you all make your way inside the building, Captain Elra, as you walk kind of by, Captain Elra grabs Blister's arm and says, "Look, I believe in what you said, but I need you to make sure that Orin stays safe. If anything happens to him, I couldn't live with myself. I'll make sure that no one comes in from this entrance. I will make sure that you all can get in there and do what you need to do." And she lets go. It takes a step back.
And I say, we will keep Orin safe. but not for you, because he's one of the girls, and he's one of us.
She kind of, you can tell she's a little hurt by it, but she kind of just nods. And turns around, kind of looking back out, observing, making sure, and going back to patrolling kind of this front entrance. But you all have now clear access to walk right into the castle, along with all of the other troops of the Obsidian Syndicate as they storm in. In a moment, you start to hear bombs going off, explosions all around the castle. That oak smell of burning wood, of the burns that you have smelt in Trax Tavern, that Pyra has smelt back in the Obsidian Syndicate, start to fill the air as the Obsidian Syndicate starts to make their way into the castle as well. And that's where we're going to end our episode today for Queens of the Round Table. Oh my gosh, that was our second to last episode. Next week is the finale, the grand finale. We're going to find out who Eldora's next drag superstar is going to be. So make sure that you are tuned in. It is going to be not live, pre-recorded, so that way if anything leaks, then we'll make sure that we can do that. No, we want to say thank you all so much for listening and supporting. This has been an amazing journey. It's not over yet, so stay tuned. Next Thursday, check your calendar, call out of work sick, do what you got to do. We're on all the streaming platforms, and you can follow us online at Roundtable Drag, TikTok, Instagram, and you can follow all of our local divas. On behalf of our entire cast, crew, sponsors, and our friends here at IDK Studios, my name is Dr. Zackarina Jenny Ho. Good night and big balls. Thank you.